Hey everyone, Looking East Piper, back today with another video. So we're gonna get right into it. I'm gonna let my pipe and we're going to have a discussion. Today I'm smoking a newer estate pipe that I acquired maybe within the last year, maybe 6 months ago. I'm gonna butcher this pronunciation. It's a French pipe, uh, Gefapip, Gefapip. Not that great with French pronunciation, so it could be a little bit complicated, like the IER with the A and all that. But it's a really nice, just a classic, like bent, I guess like kind of like a bent umpal-esque kind of shape. Uh, yeah, it's just a very nice pipe. It's a great clincher. Really just fits in the mouth really nicely. The tobacco I'm smoking is Dunhill copy of 965. This is from that tobacconist that I mentioned a few videos back, the tobacco shop in Ridgewood, New Jersey. I've had this in this jar for probably a couple of years now, and I enjoy it from time to time. I used to actually smoke this blend a lot. It tastes exactly like the stuff that you get in the tin that Peterson has now, but they call this the Dunhill match of 965, and I love this stuff. It's a great English. I have to say, I'm a sucker for classic bent pipe. I feel like I've always had the best smokes out of these. I like straight pipes too, but these classic bent style pipes for me, especially when you're reading or working at your workbench or even just like in the car, when you're doing tasks, this is really nice because it's not in your way. Now we are officially in the springtime, and this is one of my favorite times of the year. The other time being the fall, and I really love the mild weather. Today it was about maybe just around 60 degrees here in Middle Tennessee, and it was really great. The last few days, I've been putting up a little fence. My wife's wanted a garden since we moved down here, and now that the weather's getting nicer, we got the raised bed, the planters, and put a T-post fence up with a gate, which I finished today. Been working on it a little bit throughout the weekend, navigating other plans and things like that. But today, this afternoon, I was finally able to come out here and to finish it. And behind me, you can see some fencing over there from the small project. And I really, really love this time of year because I love working outside. Working outside is definitely one of my favorite things to do. It's, just feels very wholesome. And now I'm enjoying my first springtime here, living full-time in rural Tennessee. And I have to say, I really love it. Yeah, we got some pretty violent rain down here and some lot of windy nights. But when that weather hits just right, it's really just perfect. And we're really having a nice string of weather right now. Over the weekend, it was in the 80s. Today, it's a little bit cooler. And it's just so nice to work outside, be able to, sit on the tractor, mow the lawn, do little projects outside. We're trying to make our land kind of our own, something that we didn't have back up in the Northeast. And one of the main reasons why we moved down here was to be able to have more land and to be able to do things like garden and have nice areas. I built a little fire pit area a few months back, a little patio with a nice green egg stove kind of thing. And, just spend a lot of time outside. So definitely one of my favorite times of the year. Sinus issues aside, like I said in my last video, I was kind of banged up for like a week and a half there because of a cold. It was pretty rough. But now I'm back to the swing of things. This is actually my first English blend since I smoked a couple aromatics to kind of get back into the swing of things after not smoking. But this is my first English blend since I've been sick, and I have to say it feels good. But yeah, I'm very excited now that the weather has finally kind of turned. My wife will be able to plant her garden probably by like the weekend, which is great. She's very excited about that. I'm very excited for her. And yeah, I'll be able just to enjoy the time outside more and do a lot of fun things. Maybe go take some walks in the park, things like that that you can't really do during the wintertime. I think appreciation for rural America is something that's pretty important, especially in the present day. I started coming down here on a regular basis a few years ago when my parents got property in Middle South Tennessee. I really fell in love with it, and really just wanted to get out of the densely populated urban area that I had been in my whole life. I traveled to a lot of places and done a lot of things. And every time I go anywhere where I'm in the countryside, whether it's in the United States or in a different country, it's just really, I always had the desire to get out of the really congested area. Where I'm situated, it's the perfect kind of combination because I'm only an hour outside of Nashville. So if I do want to go to the city, I can go to the city. But on a daily basis, I just have a little bit more of a peaceful life out here. And, now that the weather is getting really nice again, it really just affirms how great it is in the rural South. I think we live in a time where rural areas are have a little bit of a stigma on them. I think a lot of this kind of has to do with socio-political ideas and things like that. And I think that once people actually come down here and experience it, and they see that it's just as diverse as any other area in the country. I mean, it definitely, down here, I like that there's definitely a lot more family values and things like that. We're in a pretty tight-knit church community down here with a lot of young families, which is, something that is a bit of a different experience for my wife and I. And it's been really great. And we actually go to church in Nashville, so we get to experience the more urban area on a weekly basis on the Sunday. If there's anything we want to get or do while we're down there, but then we can come back an hour away, and we have, more of that small country town kind of way of life. And I mean, my town is, we have Walmart and we have different things. It's not like there's nothing here. It's not just like a one-horse town, but it's still, a lot more rural, and there's, a lot of farmland and things like that. There's tobacco barns behind my property that they've been working on today. And it's just really a joy to kind of drive around and see people working on their farms, cattle, tobacco, whatever it might be. I think my other neighbor is, he kind of works on tractors in his barn. You can hear him revving the engine in the background. And it's just a much more peaceful existence. So I wanted to just reflect a little bit on springtime, rural America, particularly the rural South, and you know, kind of just take a moment to acknowledge that. And I'm, you know, pretty excited for me to share more as I experience it with you on this channel. As I mentioned last time on here, I was still kind of a little bit under the weather that day, so I wasn't really thinking as clearly, but I wanted to get on and just update you guys, because I made a string of videos, got a lot of subscribers, and then I was like dead silent for like almost 2 weeks. But so, as I explained in the last video, I am starting a family business with my dad, actually. We're starting kind of a mobile cafe / cigar lounge kind of thing. It'll be a vendor kind of style for weddings, fairgrounds, private events, you name it, corporate events, whatever it might be, festivals of any kind. And we're in the process of doing that. I mentioned that we got a 1964 Ford Ranchero, which is going to be the car that's going to be used as kind of the mascot, and like kind of like the what catches people's eyes, and like they can take pictures with the cars and stuff. And then we're gonna have like a horse trailer that's converted into kind of like a little like barista station with a humidor for cigars. Maybe in the future I'll even be able to figure out something with pipe tobacco to incorporate that in as well. Maybe we'll get our own blend or something like that, have a blender, make our own blend. But right now we're in the preliminary stages. And I'm definitely going to make a video dedicated to that on this channel pretty soon. I'm pretty excited about it because this is something that we've been wanting to do for a long time. And I'm incredibly excited because being able to share my passion of tobacco, even if it's not my primary form. We chose cigars because my dad's big into cigars. I smoke cigars here and there. I used to smoke them a lot more, much more heavily into the pipe these days. But people love cigars, and it's definitely a little bit more, I would say a little bit more universal, and more people are into the hobby of cigar smoking right now. It's pretty hot. So that's why we're kind of going that route. And we're pretty excited about it. So definitely stay tuned for that. So that's about it for me today. I appreciate you coming around and hanging out, you know, having a pipe with me. You know, we could just chat and talk. I always appreciate the YTPC, all the cool people that comment, the people that have shouted me out. And I want to continue trying to build this community more. So that's why I'm making these videos. It's a great way for me to kind of just come in to my little barn here after doing something outside, or after I finish working, and just relax and be able to converse with all of you. So definitely leave your comments down below. What do you think about this time of year? What do you think about the rural South, or just rural America? Are you a fan of the rural areas? Do you live in the rural areas? Do you prefer to live in urban areas and maybe come out to the countryside to take a break? And also definitely stay tuned. I'm going to be making a full video dedicated to our business, my dad and I's business, coming pretty soon. So definitely stay tuned for that. So until next time, Looking East Piper signing out.